The obvious first, what does it mean to you to be the game one starter?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's a really cool experience. I'm very grateful for it. Very excited for it. I've always wanted to be in these positions my whole career. So just looking to take advantage of it and do my best.
How aware are you of the importance of game one? I mean, especially since this wild card round has started, game one winner is pretty successful.
Yeah, I think it's always important to get off to a hot start, but it's not making things too big, or I think it's just going out, believing in my talents, believing in what I've done this year, and just going out and executing my game plan, and just relying on my teammates behind me to make defensive plays and to put up runs, and just to go through it like it's another night.
Go to Jesse all the way on the left.
Nick, why do you think you've had, maybe the best season of your career, especially first year with a new team? Sometimes there's an adjustment period, but your numbers across the board are really good. Why do you think that has occurred?
Yeah, I mean, I think we could get into a lot about that, but I think for me, it's really honing in on the fundamentals of the game. Making some slight adjustments mechanically and with how my pitching arsenal works. But just being able to consistently be in the strike zone, attacking hitters, getting ahead of hitters, and putting myself in advantageous counts, and being able to put guys away has led to success. And just being able to kind of repeat that over and over again. You see great pitchers in the game. One thing they have is consistency, and I was able to kind of do that throughout a whole season.
Go middle in the aisle.
Nick, with this Cubs lineup in particular, what stands out so far in your prep about facing them?
Yeah, I don't want to go too much into my game plan with them, but just talking to them as baseball players, as people, it's a great organization, great hitters. They've had a good year this year, so you can't take them lightly. But I've had some experience against individual hitters and the team as a whole this year, so I look forward to the challenge. But I think it's just making sure that I'm staying in at advantageous counts, getting ahead of them, and just putting pressure on them.
It's your first year with the organization, but this is a group that has a lot of postseason experience. What gives you confidence that this group can make a deep run?
Yeah, you can definitely just rely on your teammates through their experience, kind of like what you said. I don't have to do too much. These guys have been here before. They were here very recently. They have an understanding of what everybody's goal is in mind, and that's to win a World Series. So this is the first step, first game. But I think having that experience and being able to kind of hone in on that is really important.
We'll go back to Kevin in the front, then we'll go to Jesse in the second row.
I know it's about as long ago as it could be within one season, but you faced these guys, they were pretty patient with you. It didn't go extremely well that day. You haven't had a day like that since. Well, what did you learn from that one? What will you take into tomorrow?
Yeah, I watched that start back. I had a decent start against them earlier in the season at our house, and then kind of struggled. I think I got myself more into a trouble than I needed to. I was walking more hitters. I think I had bases loaded 3 times in that game. So staying out of those situations, like I said, getting ahead of guys, attacking the strike zone, allowing my defense to make plays, trying to get us in the dugout as quick as possible, I think will lead to success.
When you arrived here today, it appeared you took like a moment to walk around and all that. What was going through your head?
For me, I think it's just taking in the moment, but I enjoy this field. It's a very beautiful day here in Chicago. The sun's nice. I haven't had much time to be outside, so I just walked around the stadium, got a good photo. I think you just take in the moments and you appreciate them, very grateful for them, and very excited too.
Jesse?
Nick, what do you know now about Mike and Ruben and the Padres that obviously you couldn't have known when you arrived back in February?
I think it's the determination to win. I think with the amount of work that goes in on the daily basis, the amount of group think and chatter, that you see everybody showing up and doing their parts. It's an organization as a whole working together. And now it's just how far can the players go and provide that, those wins and those things on the field. But it's just a bunch of professionals working and grinding for us players and trying to put us in the best position to win.
Go to Bruce up here by the speaker.
Nick, every pitcher has a player. In this team, it's Justin Turner. What have you tried? What have you done with him in the past to try to get him out?
What do you mean by every team has a player? Are you talking about like
Every pitcher has a.
Are you referring to like he's hit me well, or is that
Yeah,
what you're saying?
yeah,
Oh, I don't know. I don't even know if Justin's going to be in the lineup, to be honest with you. But if he comes in the lineup, attack him like I always have, and hopefully the cards go in my direction.
Go ahead, second row.
Hey, Nick, you mentioned you got a picture when you were walking around. Where did you get the picture?
Just behind home plate. Yeah. Mhm.
What do you like about this place, coming here and pitching?
I think every baseball player appreciates Wrigley Field for its history. I think it's a very unique field. I think it's just a cool field. I like green, so the color of green is nice. But I think it's just part of baseball history. It's baseball in general. I have a great appreciation for the sport and every field, individual and person. But it's just, I think just being cognizant, being present, it's just very important.
Jesse?
Nick, what's the prep like for a team that'll steal some bases compared to one that doesn't run that much?
I think it just goes into, we have our coaching staff who, tells us who the runners are, where they like to take off, what counts, how they like to steal bases. But I think it's just being cognizant of them being on base and mixing your times, making sure you're providing a quick delivery to the plate to give the catchers appropriate time to throw the runner out. But I think it just comes down to your game plan and understanding who the runners are and who the runners aren't, and just keeping a mental note in your mind as the game's going on. And I think the best key to success is not letting anybody on base.
Or the back left?
Nick, you mentioned facing the Cubs earlier this season. Is there an advantage for one side or the other, given that you guys haven't played each other since way back in April?
I don't really know. I think playoff baseball is playoff baseball. It's a different beast. It's a different game. I think we're just going to go out there like it's game one and just go out there and go at each other like we always do. It's exciting time for baseball, and we're going to give them our best, and they'll probably give their best as well.
Anything else for Nick? We'll take one last one with Bruce.
Nick, in a short series like this, does home field advantage really matter? From your perspective, your experience, Wrigley Field, you guys at home, is there a difference here?
I think it's always enjoyable, for either team to play in front of their home crowd. Obviously, they have their home clubhouse, which is always important. But at the end of the day, it's two teams playing the same game. It's who's going to come out on top, who's going to execute in the right situation, who's going to get the runners in, and who's going to throw up zeros.